Welcome back once again to Tera Online. I'm now in Mistmoor Island in Ostgaroth, where I've got a quest to kill a red Lash Marauder. Well, 4 of them, anyway. The game suggests I bring a party of 5. My goal is to do it solo. Now these guys, I'm gonna be honest, these guys are kind of a joke. But I noticed while I was, also don't be fooled by the fact that I took 3,000 damage there, I didn't actually lose to one of these. I was just dumb. And while fighting the first one of these, I saw the 2 people standing off to the side there, and I was thinking, hey, I got a little cheering squad. They're watching me fight one of these things, and it's great. Then I figured, actually, you know, they're probably, like, don't care at all about me. They're probably here to, like, camp the world boss that spawns here, which I tried fighting that world boss, by the way. That's an eventual goal of mine. But after the first fight, I went over, and it turns out they actually knew who I was. One of them even ran out and soloed one of these things. So yeah, got some alright people. So after I got my stamina back, I decided, okay, I should probably actually go try to take down one of these things myself. And I got 2 people over there who actually, like, know what's going on and are cheering me on and stuff, and it's pretty alright. I say these guys are kind of a joke, though, just because the window in which you have to react to everything and to get into a safe location is so huge, and the spot that you can be in to be safe is so huge that as long as you're kind of paying attention, they're really not that hard. Like you can see there, after he did the pound, I ran up and did my 1 to 3 on him, which I really shouldn't have had enough of a window to do. He turned to face me so quickly, but he just kind of stood there and stared at me for a minute. You generally want to stay on their sides. You don't want to stay in front of them, obviously, but you don't want to stay behind them either. They've actually got an attack where they can hit you with their tail. Luckily, I dodge rolled that one. And now once he goes into jerk boss mode, against these guys, you could probably keep fighting them close range if you really wanted to, as long as you pay attention. Really, these guys during their jerk boss mode is about as hard as fighting most of the harder BAMs I've fought normally. It's something that can, if not easier, actually, it's something that can be done relatively easily as long as you're paying attention. But I'm playing it safe, stood back, kept my distance. These guys are pretty easy to keep back at a distance. They've only got a few attacks. They've still got an attack to turn around and hit somebody behind them, as you saw there. Anytime they do the attack where they actually put their swords behind them, they're going to do this pound forward like that. That was the attack where he hits you with his tail. Which is why you don't want to stand behind them like I was, but I was being lazy. But anytime you see him put his 2 swords behind him, he's going to do that pound the ground forward attack, which I found is actually a very good time to get in my 1 to 3. You see, again, I do my 1 to 3 there, but it just takes him so long to do anything that it's still reasonably safe to give it a go. Doing it once again, getting a little close to my peoples over there. Wow, he's actually getting kind of happy with that attack. I'm not sure why I didn't do it there. Maybe my timer wasn't up? No, he does have that pound, which Of course, one of his two eye flashy attacks that you just want to get away from. Those attacks are always a little bit tricky because the enemy can actually recover fast enough that you've got to close that short distance and go from mid-range to short range while they're recovered. It's a very dangerous time. Oh, and someone in the comments mentioned that after I do my dash forward, I could actually change the combo to go over to Whirlwind, which would then let me go into my 3. Now, I probably won't use that very often, just because I tend to play very, very defensively. But against this guy, again, he takes so long to do anything, I could actually do it, and that's some real nice extra damage. Now, goes into his Jerk Boss mode here again. They tend to do it at about 75, 50, and 25% health left. Against this guy, I actually went ahead and tried to take him on close range again, and that actually worked pretty well. He has that throw attack, so you want to dodge out of the way of that. Now here, I wasn't really sure. I kind of wanted to close range, but I wasn't really sure. I was maybe getting close, but not really. It worked out, though, because it wore off just as it finished. He does have the one attack where he actually dances around the arena a little bit. That one right there. That's where I generally use my dash forward and hit him with Whirlwind, and go into my 3. Because, again, he just gives you plenty of time to do it. He does do that little, like, hop sideways every now and then, which is annoying, and there's no nice way to get around it. So, I generally just have to eat damage from it. Thankfully, it doesn't do a huge amount of damage. Now, he does have the one attack at long range. He also has a turning around attack, which I've mentioned before. Which, that was my own fault for getting hit there, because I was being really lazy in this fight. It's like, yeah, I guess I could dodge it if I really wanted to, but it's not that big a deal. By this point in the fight, I was actually getting really lazy, really aggressive, and a little arrogant against this thing, and generally not something you want to do. Admittedly, they're not really that hard. He also has a single hop forward there, which isn't a huge deal. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually luring him over. I mentioned I was dumb the last time I fought one of these, and that's because he just hopped far enough away from the fight that he reset. And, get dang it, I had him down to like 25%, and I didn't want to have to fight him again, but, oh well. So what, by luring him back over here, I just wanted to make sure that that didn't happen again. These guys really like hopping around and really like getting farther away from their spawn. Them running themselves out of range is actually something to be careful about. I did mention at range, though. I've been trying to say this like 4 times now. At range, he does have that throw attack. I don't know what he's throwing at you, a bomb, whatever, but he pulls something out and throws it at you. Even if the arc that it's flying at doesn't really look... I am surprised that didn't hit me. Doesn't really look like it's going to hit you, you'll want to dodge roll anyway. Lag can make that look that way. You want to dodge it just the last second. Now this one again, I figured I got this, I really want to just kill him. I'm going to stay close range. I'm playing it reasonably safe close range. I'm hitting him once. I'm treating him like I would fight a more dangerous BAM normally. Now this is the part where I messed up, because I was like short range, but not really short range. I was dancing around at a very dangerous range. And then I did the Whirlwind like an idiot, and he followed up with that slash that was 2 accounts of me just being a complete idiot and doing really dangerous things and not treating something that can kill me easily with at least the amount of respect it deserves. So yeah, that was like 10,000 damage in a matter of just a few moments. I feel really bad I had to use a potion against this guy. Again, as weak and not dangerous as he is, that was my own stupidity. Also, I got like 2 guys over there watching me, and I'm like, I'm nervous because I got like people watching me. I got an audience. Make me nervous. Feel like you gotta show off, you gotta put on a good show. Gotta impress them. I'm here and they're watching me going like, oh man, he's fighting a guy. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. We've got him below 25% though. So for the most part, we shouldn't be running into too much trouble at this point. He's going to continue doing the things what he has been doing. Oh, I guess I will talk for a moment. The world boss that I mentioned before that actually spawns right in this area. I tried fighting that world boss, and I really wanted to make that today's Dancing with BAMs. But, as it turns out, they're not just always around. So, he just despawned after a while. I tried killing him like 6-7 times, and I deemed it was possible. I also deemed that they are a lot more powerful than the quest BAMs, damage-wise and HP pool-wise. So much as I'd like to make that a fight, that fight would have also been like a 45-minute long fight, and I really don't want to put up a 45-minute Dancing with BAMs. So, I'll be back for him. Or her. I guess her, really. I don't know what gender the monster was, but the monster was being ridden by a lady. So, I guess her. No, I was really frustrated here because... Oh, wait, watch this. Look, wait, what happened there? I did my dash forward and I wanted to do Whirlwind. I was getting really impatient because he's at 7% and he's in his ticked off mode. I wanted to just kill him, especially when he's getting winded so often. I wanted to just kill him. And what I did back there is he got winded, so I dashed forward and like... I don't know, I, like, got to him and decided to put my sword away, like, just as I got to him. I'm just eating damage at this point because I want to kill him. Like, so I put my sword away just as I got to him, and I'm hitting my, like, use Whirlwind button! And I'm not, and so I just stood there for a minute going, what crap's going on? Where's my Whirlwind? I should probably not be standing next to him. Kill him already! God dang it! This guy's, like, last 1% is so long! There we go. So yeah, that was the Red Lash Marauder. Now just to kill it 3 more times. Oh, thankfully I do have 2 friends here to help me with that, though. So until next time, everyone, I'm probably going to find something a little more dangerous than those. You guys have probably had just about enough of these little, wet donut BAMs. One day.